Do you have a favorite Christmas song?
Yeah, the Christmas song by Nat King Cole. So I haven't heard it yet, even though my wife has half of our house decorated in Christmas. I don't consider it Christmas until I hear Nat King Cole tell us that chestnuts are roasting on an open fire. So hopefully that happens soon.
Jordan, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for having me.
You're an old hand at these award shows now, and you're going to be presenting on the CMAs. Anything you're looking forward to this year in terms of rooting interest or buddies you hope to catch up with? Or
Yeah, I think that's always kind of the main reason why these are so cool. Is you get to see the artists that you haven't get to, friends that you haven't get to see all year. This is the 1 week where we're actually all in town, and not just the award shows, but there's a lot of other events leading up to it that we get to kind of see everybody and catch up and see how life's going outside of music. But also too, I mean, it looks like a great show. I'm such a huge Chesney fan, so I'm excited to see Chesney get back up there and do it. And man, just some amazing nominees, and obviously getting to present with Lauren Daigle, who's I'm such a fan of and have become friends with. So it's going to be a special night.
Yeah, both Louisiana folks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple Tigers.
She's filled me in on some Louisiana lore, so yeah.
Yeah, she's down there, and it's funny. We did the co-host of the Country Christmas together, and she was joking with me about being from Texas because I'm from North Louisiana, and she's a true Southern Louisianian. So, but she's an amazing person. My kids, they are her biggest fans out there. So it was cool to get to hang with her.
Yeah, she's great. And Country Christmas, how do you like co-hosting with her? Man,
it was awesome. She is. Lauren is just a natural at just about anything she does, so she makes it really, really easy. But that personally, that's one of my favorite shows of the year. I love the Christmas season. It's something that I'm able to bring my kids to and let them kind of get into the Christmas season early. But man, what a special show! And I honestly think that this year's show is one of the best ones that we've done in a long time. Just some amazing artists on it. B.B. Winans, who I'm such a huge fan of. And then having Lauren play with the Pres Hall Jazz Band was something that was really kind of brought me back to my college days. So it was a special show, and I'm excited for everybody to see it.
While we're on that, do you have a favorite Christmas song?
Yeah, the Christmas song by Nat King Cole. That's one that it's hard for me. I've always said this is weird because I don't consider it Christmas until I hear that song, but I also can't play it. I can't go to my phone and play that song. I have to hear it organically somewhere. So I haven't heard it yet, even though my wife has half of our house decorated in Christmas. I don't consider it Christmas until I hear Nat King Cole tell us that chestnuts are roasting on an open fire. So hopefully that happens soon.
You and your wife had your fourth child this year, and I read you said that the fourth was the hardest. So it doesn't get easier. It gets a little tougher as it goes along.
I'm sorry to bust any parents' bubbles out there that are going for baby number 4. But yeah, this has been a tough one. I think. We were super busy on the work front. I toured a lot this year, played a lot of shows, and was just gone a lot. But also, too, I've got 2 boys that are 4 and 2, and just keeping them alive daily is a task. So, you throw in a newborn, and not sleeping great, and then waking up and having to deal with my 2 boys. Luckily, my daughter, my firstborn, is just about perfect, so I don't have to worry about her too much. But my boys have given me a headache here recently. So being able to juggle, being a dad, Obviously time for me and Kristen too. But being able to juggle that with work and a busy year has been one of the more challenging years I've had of late.
Okay. Well, you've bookended so far with girls around the boys, so
Yeah.
hopefully that will.
I think that's going to ease it up a little bit. I hope at least. My daughter, Sadie, is my newest one, and she seems to be taking after big sister. So I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping that stays the case, and I'll figure my boys out at some point.
You mentioned your busy year and your tour, and I know you hit some really iconic venues this year, from the Greek in Los Angeles,
Yeah.
Radio City Music Hall, and I don't know if some of those you did before or not, but I know you've said that Red Rocks was a big one for you.
Yeah.
So do you have a favorite out of any? And were all those venues all new to you, or had you already played?
Yeah, no, it was the first time for all three. And it was actually really special that it kind of ended up being that way. There was a tour that I was supposed to be on that was going through Red Rocks, and I was going to be the opener that ended up going away. And I remember at the time being bummed, but then being kind of excited because I wanted to play that and headline it for the first time. And, all three of those shows were great crowds, sold out shows. It's tough to pick between my favorite. Obviously, those three stand out. The entire tour was really a great tour for us, and did really well. And but from day one, from the first Dave Matthews Live at Red Rocks DVD I saw as a kid, that became the venue for me. So being able to check that one off. This year was really special, stands out, but also too, my kids got to come to Radio City Music Hall in New York. Man, I love New York. I love being in the city. My kids have enjoyed being up there. My wife loves it. So having all them up there for the Radio City show was really cool. And we're going back now. We go back every year, take the kids to see the Rockettes. So this year, it'd be a little bit more special knowing that we were all there a couple months ago with my show, and now getting to see them see something they love. So those were two that were really, really special. And I mean, obviously the Greek is iconic, but yeah, just an all-around special tour.
Yeah, the kids, it's a good impression. Same stage as the Rockettes.
Yeah. They were more excited about me playing where the Rockettes dance, or my daughter was. My boys could care less. They were trying to run up and down the ropes that carry the stage. Yeah, my daughter was kind of like, Dad, you're playing where the Rockettes play. This is pretty cool. So it was a special night.
Yeah. Now you've certainly earned the right commercially to play those kind of venues with the track record you've had. And looking back at the stats, you very rare among artists, you have not had a single not make the Airplay Top 10 in your career, at least since being on a major label. 6 of your songs have gone to #1. All 10 have been top 10 singles. And I guess the question is, do you feel like professionally you're having a charmed life, that you have like this unbroken streak of?
I mean, I'm just, I still feel like I wake up and, or I guess I'd say I still feel like I have my best song to write. I'm very honored and blessed that I've had the success I've had. But I still always feel like there's something else. That I still have a better record to make, still have a better song to write. I have an amazing team that's helped me along the way and been honest with me in the record making process. And I can't. Obviously, we write the songs, but we write a lot of songs. So I turn a lot of songs in, and I'm grateful for the feedback that I get, and just the friends I've made along the way. And radio supported me from day one. But it's been a great run. I'm grateful for the success we've had on the songs, but that all comes down to the fans connecting with it. I've had some amazing songwriters help me create these songs. But I think that's the proudest thing I am of my music, is that, it's not just the singles and the number one songs that the fans come to the show and request. It's the whole record, and that makes me feel I'm proud of that.
You released your third studio album, Learn the Hard Way, a few months ago. And of course, there's fan favorites aplenty off that. But foremost among them, Bar None, which is one of the few songs on the record you didn't co-write, but there's a lot of fun wordplay and stuff that some good lines in there. I think you must have gravitated toward that. You were like, it doesn't matter whether I wrote this or not. This has got to be on there.
Well, that was I think anytime I've recorded a song that I haven't been a writer on, it has to pass that test. And the test is that when I get done listening to it for the first time, I'm mad at myself for not writing it. And that was definitely Bar None. That was written by 3 friends of mine. And I mean, they just wrote it to the wall and back, and that was it. After the first time I heard it, I was just like, hey, how have I not written that idea? It's so clever and right there in front of us every day. But they did a fantastic job with it. And I think another thing with that, as I've tried to do with some of these later records, with not having as much time to be able to write, I look at my friends that are just songwriters, and the best way for us as artists to give back to that. I mean, I moved to Nashville to be a songwriter, and that's all I wanted to be. I never dreamed that the artist thing would come along, but I feel like that's a way for us as songwriters to give back to a community that has embraced us and loved us and loved me from 2012, me moving here, and that is by cutting outside songs. And I'm really proud that my last 2 singles have gone number 1 and were both outside songs. And even now, looking at going forward and recording music early next year, going to record some outside songs. And I just feel like that's just an easy way that us as artists can give back to the guys that wake up every day and show up and write songs.
Well, you're showing up a lot. You're in those credits quite a bit. So
yeah. I mean, I'm still trying, but I think it's just it's stupid of me to think that I'm going to wake up every day and write the best song that fits my record. And I think that's the coolest thing about this community is I get texts or calls or buddies of mine that are going to write, and will call me and be like, man, what are you looking for this next record? Is there a sound we can chase? Is there something that we can do that? I'm grateful that people are waking up every day and going to create with me in mind. It's a special thing.
I want to ask about the song "Mess with Missing You," just because it has a couple people I really like who are part of the lyrics or the recording. You mentioned Keith Whitley in the lyrics, and that's got to be a name that's important to you. And then you've got Carly Pearce singing with you. So it's like between those, is among many other factors on the song, that's I can't miss.
Well, with Carly, definitely. One of my favorite voices in Nashville, one of my favorite voices out there. One of my oldest friends in town. I met her, a couple years after I moved to town, and has always been a huge champion for me, and I hope she feels that I've been a huge champion for her. But yeah, just a dear friend and amazing talent. And I came in to write with Hillary Lindsay, who's another favorite one of my songwriters. And the only line I had was, I don't listen to Keith Whitley when it's raining. And I wanted to write a song about that. And luckily, Hillary was like, I don't think that we can write a song out of that, but that sounds like a great line in a song. And that is how we started Mess with Missing You. So yeah, just kind of an all around. And another cool thing about that write was I knew that I wanted to come in and write a duet with Carly. So we wrote that directly aimed at Carly. And kind of too, to make it a true duet, not necessarily I sing the verses and she chimes in on the choruses. We wanted to kind of split the verses up really make it an even split. So, but she crushed it. It was a fun write, and one of my favorite songs off the album.
I think I saw you say in an interview that the last album had been really personal, and not that you want to go make an impersonal album,
Yeah.
but that you were thinking about maybe you were looking ahead to all these great venues you're going to be playing this year, and you wanted to make sure that you had some songs in there. So
Yeah.
so maybe that's where some of the fun stuff comes from.
Oh yeah. I mean, definitely. I've never had to make an album, with kind of a live show in mind. And the last record, Bluebird Days, was great in a sense of it gave us songs like Buy Dirt and Next Thing You Know, and I love those songs, and I hope I get to play those songs for a long time. But it's hard to play those songs like that for 90 minutes, with people that show up on a Friday night to have a cold beer and have some fun. So I really wanted to have a few songs on this record that were kind of dipping back into the Home State album, songs like Take It From Me and Singles You Up, and kind of take what I was trying to do there and bring it, to close to 10 years later, and kind of write songs about where I'm at in my life currently, but have that kind of feel, and definitely helped out a lot in making the set list. And it seems like the fans had a lot of fun, but I think at the end of the day, that's our job, is to get out there and allow people to forget about life for an hour and a half, and sometimes that means, kind of bumping the tempo a little bit and running around and having some fun on stage.
Well, hope you get to run around and have a little fun this week, taking a break from your fatherhood duties to
Yes.
go to all these CMA events. So I know you'll have some fun meeting
Yeah.
up with your buddies. After changing some diapers. So.
Absolutely. Changing diapers, put the suit on, head to the CMAs. That's life right now.
All right. Well, thanks for being with us, Jordan.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it.